Starting a cozy brand slash business slash, dare I say, side hustle as an introvert does not have to be totally overwhelming, confusing, and all of these other adjectives that we tend to use for things that feels out of reach and all scatterbrain-like. Starting something for yourself, like a dream on the side while working full-time, can actually be done. And yes, in a totally introvert-friendly way. Fun story and fun fact, I did this back in 2018. I was hanging out on Pinterest. I felt called to start a blog. Long story short, basically, here I am, almost 6 years later, living the cozy pajama lifestyle. All because I started to type on the internet. And with the risk of sounding like a total marketer here, you can have this too. There's no reason why you can't. It can totally turn into a full-time thing while you are, yes, living that cozy pajama lifestyle, making a living and making a difference from your couch or bed, wherever. This is exactly what you're going to learn in this video. How to get going on your dreams of creating a cozy online brand while working a 9-to-5. And we're doing all of this in true She Dreams All Day fashion, no fluff, and step by step. Hey, yeah, hi. Hello, my name is Mia. I am a copywriting and a brand strategist for introverted creatives who are currently drooling over that sweet pajama lifestyle with more coziness and less cubicle vibes. If you're into that and you want to make more money with your words and not with posting, I don't know, daily on Reels or doing all of this social media stuff, you, my friend, are in the right place. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I post weekly videos like this every single Wednesday. So without further ado, my duties, let's get into today's snackable topic. And we will be starting with step number 1. Who'd have thunk it? Step number 1, define your dream vision and your why. What made you search for or click on this video in the first place? What is it that you want to make happen? What does your dream life look like? Try and paint the picture with either your words or by going to Pinterest and dreaming up a brand new Pinterest board. Because there was this guy, this wise guy, and his name was Simon Sinek. He once said that people do not buy into what you do, but why you do it. This is true. Building a cozy brand and a business is not a walk in the park. Especially for us introverts. There are going to be hard days. Days where you just don't want to do it. You don't want to do the thing that's on your calendar. Days where you feel like giving up and just throwing your computer out the window. And on these days, it's nice to have something that lights a cozy candle in this darkness. Does that work? Which is your why. Always have your why in your back pocket. Why do you want to create the thing that you want to create on the internet? Get crystal clear on this. First thing. Then we will be moving on to step number 2, which is breaking this big dreamy vision that seems unattainable and unrealistic now. That's fine. But we want to break this dream vision down into smaller goals. So both short-term goals and long-term goals. So we want to make these goals specific and we want to add a little deadline to them. For example, maybe your long-term goal is to quit your 9-to-5, to step into the cozy life and wave sayonara to your boss. And maybe you want to do this by 2026. A short-term goal could then be to launch your new cozy website by Christmas 2024. We're doing it. You're doing it. See what I mean? So try and break this grand vision down into smaller actionable goals. Step number 3, looks like my hair is about to catch fire. Haha, no, don't worry, it's not. Step number 3 is very, very important. Yes. I'm very serious right now because it's figuring out what you actually want to create. Specifically, what is the problem that you want to set out to solve for people? Because that's what all businesses and what all brands do. They solve a problem. And then who do you want to solve this problem for? So who is your audience? So yes, your niche. I don't want you to overthink this. Just start somewhere. Start with a problem. Start with the people. Start with your passion. Consider your experience, your unique story, your personality. I want you to start there. And it's definitely more than okay if your messaging changes, because I bet you like 100 chocolate bars that it will change. I started out blogging about literally everything in the personal development realm. I was all over the place. And sometimes you gotta throw a lot of spaghetti at the wall before you know what sticks, before you find something that works and something that your target audience is willing to pay to solve. Step number 4 is you making a lot of different decisions. But don't let this overwhelm you. I will break break it down for you as we do step by step. Easy breezy.
I'm breezy.
If you're going to have success with flying colors in the online sphere, you need to make some decisions. You need a plan and a strategy for how you're going to build your community. So your audience, your hub of amazing human beings who, one, have a soft spot for what you're creating, what you're putting out there, and two, who are also into buying stuff from you, whether it is a service or a product. So they need to have some sort of disposable income. So have this in the back of your mind when you're making these decisions about your audience. Do they have disposable income? Do they have money to potentially invest in my business? Because the goal of all businesses, all brands, is to make a profit. Yes, you want to create amazing things, you want to help people, but you also want to do this full time, no? The best way to build an audience is to do a little something called content marketing. Basically, creating free content on the interwebs by blogging, YouTubing, podcasting, and then having a strategy for how you are going to send traffic to those places. So Google SEO, Pinterest marketing, paid ads, social media. Okay? Now the next decision that you need to make is all about your website. So you need a website. You need a home on the internet. So I have used the Divi theme from Elegant Themes in the past, and it is a theme that I have recommended before. But right now I'm using Showit and I'm using WordPress. And I also have my domain hosted with Bluehost. So that's the setup I have right now. I have more tutorials coming your way, so make sure you stay tuned and stay subscribed if you want to learn how to create cutie websites with cutie copy. Email marketing is also a must if you want to make money with your words. And yes, people still read email. Over 90% of adults, they check their inbox every single day. Like Meg waiting for an email from Tom and you've got mail. I use and so warmly recommend ConvertKit. It is what I've used since day one because that is like the first thing. Once I got my hosting down and my theme ready to go, I went skedaddling over to ConvertKit and I signed up to build my email list. I've got a free guide that I've created just for you if you want to know how to build your email list from zero and how to get started. So I'll link that in the description below. So to sum up this section, you need a website, you need a content strategy, and an email marketing service provider. That is the tech stack that you need to get started with your cozy side hustle. I really don't like that word, side hustle. Side dream. Okay, next up we have step number 5, planning your heart out. In other words, you need to do some serious time management because your time is of the essence here since you are working full time and you might also have other stuff going on. I don't know, like kids, for example. And now you've also got your little baby brand on the side that you want to make happen. So let's rumble. Learning how to manage your time while pursuing your dream business on top of your 9-to-5 is a must. This is key. I like to call this your 9-to-5 escape habits. This is something that I teach in Cozy Business Academy. It is my group coaching program, which I'm launching for the last time in October this year. So sign up for the waitlist below. Your 9-to-5 escape habits. Which time management habits can you implement to save more time and to have more time for your side dream? I want you to remember that there is a lot you can do in a 25-minute Pomodoro. Like, I feel like so much of the time we think all these crazy tasks that we have to do is going to take us hours when really could take you 20 minutes to write that outline for that blog post. So what are you going to do to have more time? Are you going to work during lunch? Are you going to get up an hour earlier? This is how I actually was able to build a 6-figure blog, was working from 6 to 8 a.m. every single day. Honestly, I don't think I would have my business if I didn't really make the time in the mornings. Maybe your mornings are a no-go right now and you only have 30 minutes before you go to bed. Then that's all you have. Starting a cozy brand on the side of your 9-to-5 is going to require you to say goodbye to a few Netflix binges, but you have to prioritize. You have to think about the big picture. So what is going to be your 9-to-5 escape habits? Have a think. Step number 6, income planning. Plan that income. I want you to think about how you're going to monetize your brand. Even if making money with your new brand sounds like, whoa, back up, Mia. I don't even have an audience yet. That's fine. I want you to start thinking about how you can make money online. How do you want to make money online? What do you want to offer? Do you want to have a service? Do you want to create digital products, affiliate marketing, online courses? What is actually going to allow you to quit your 9-to-5 and do your cozy business full time. The question now is, how much do you need to replace your 9 to 5 if that is the goal? How much do you actually need? So know thy numbers. This is also something that I help you with inside of my group coaching Cozy Business Academy, but I want you to think about what you actually need. So audit your life expenses and your business expenses. Now, there's a lot of talk about making 10K months on the internet. Maybe you don't need to make that much. Maybe all you need is 2K, 4K. But basically, I want you to get crystal clear on how much you need to bring into your business after all your expenses are covered. Because only then can you make a proper plan to escape your 9 to 5, not prison. Well, okay, could be. Then I want you to price your offers accordingly. Maybe you need to make 4K per month and you have a course priced at $500. How many courses do you need to sell in a month to make that 4,000? 8 sales, 8 students, 8 beating hearts with a credit card. All it really comes down to is the math and knowing your numbers. So have fun and get nerdy with this. Implement those numbers. And finally, at last, we are here at number 7. I am not going to end this video without telling you to set up and create a cozy workspace, a cozy corner in your home devoted to working on your dreams. I don't think I'd be waking up at 5:30 every morning if I didn't have a candle burning, Alexei Murdoch playing in the background, delicious coffee, a little piece of chocolate. I needed those cozy things to be able to sit down and be productive. Make the little time you have working on your dream brand the coziest it can be. This is going to help with motivation for sure. I can almost promise you, pinky promise, that it will. You can absolutely do this. So, incoming pep talk. The only thing or things that can hold you back is your silly little brain, your limiting thoughts, telling you that no, you can't do it. People will judge. I'm not smart enough. I don't have the tech. Blah, 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 blah. All those silly thoughts. But you got the power to take action or not to take action. You get to decide. There's going to be cozy days and there's going to be not so cozy days. And there are still days where I feel like throwing my Mac out the window and where I second guess my content and where I feel like, oh shoot, nobody's gonna buy this thing. But when that happens to you, know that it's just part of it. The entrepreneurial freaking roller coaster that we have voluntarily stepped onto. When that happens, take a step back, zoom out, have a look at that Pinterest board, your why, and then just take one step. Doesn't have to be big, could be like teeny tiny step that moves you in the right direction. The key is to never stop moving. So take baby steps if you need to. But it needs to be some kind of movement towards your dreams, towards your cozy side brand, turning into something bigger, something that's going to allow you to be free. Hello, cozy life. Goodbye, cubicle life. You just learned a lot. You now know the exact steps that goes into starting a cozy brand alongside your 9 to 5. You have the steps. Let's sum up, okay? Step number 1, know your why. Step number 2, break down your dream vision into actionable goals. Step number 3, what is going to be your thing? What problem will you be solving and for who? Step number 4, make decisions and welcome, embrace the tech. Step number 5, plan your heart out. Manage your time wisely. Step number 6, plan your income. Step number 7, create your cozy corner and make this thing fun. Because if it's not, then what is the point? What is the point? Okay, I realize that this video is a little bit long, but there's a lot of things that goes into building a profitable online brand and business, but I wanted to create this one for you. So I really hope that you enjoy it and that you're able to walk away with some action steps today. But there's a lot of nuances and things that go into building a business, depending on what type of business you're creating. This is what my group coaching Cozy Business Academy is all about. I coach you, I support you, I answer questions. We have like the coziest mastermind on the web. If you're like, yeah, I need this, I want this, but help, get your cutie behind on the wait list below. This is the last round of CBA ever, not to sound dramatic, but it is, because I have fresh and sparkly plans for 2025. But let's go out with a bang, shall we? I love ya. I appreciate you. I hope you like this video. Cozy vibes forever and always. Toodles!